Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. Ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves. And we are coming to you live today. It is around 11:30 at night in the great state of Georgia. We are here to have a chit chat. We're here to talk about something interesting today. You know, last week I decided, because this whole year, I'll give you the rundown. Starting in January, ladies and gentlemen, I went to working nights. Okay? Started working nights, driving the truck in January, and it absolutely sucks. Okay, but I had to do it for the family, for my wife. You know, we take care of her mother, and she works during the day, so somebody need to be home during the day. And so I said, well, I work nights. So working nights has not been a whole lot of fun. Working nights has been kind of annoying. Buddy, don't stare at me. Working nights has been very, very challenging, because I'm a person that likes to get up early in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and get the day started, have a routine. And then at night, I like to be winding down. Now I'm doing the complete opposite, Like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, I might be going home or still working, but getting ready to go home. Then you have to get home and sort of wind it down. But it's not like during the day, you don't get the full 8 hours of sleep, especially when you have a mother-in-law to attend to and now a baby. You are looking at 2 to 3 hours of sleep. 3 to 4 hours of sleep is like a amazing feeling around here these days. But anyway, the worst part about working nights for me is the diet that I've been on. I've been on one of the worst diets, I think, of my life. Just eating snacks, drinking Cokes. Well, first off, it didn't help because I was getting, we had a discount on Cokes for a while, and you can get them for like 50 cents, like a 20 ounce for 50 cents. So that was like, woo, look at that. And it's at night, and you think, oh, I need caffeine, I need sugar to stay awake, and this, that, and the other. But, in all honesty, it just started to get worse and worse, and I'm just like, what, I feel myself getting heavier, and I just feel myself like being just sort of dragging, And so I decided last week, I said, what, from now on, I'm gonna eat healthy. I don't care if it's at night or what, we're gonna make the sacrifice. And this has been the first week, and it's not hard. That's not the part. The hardest part is the adjustment for your body. The hardest part is adjusting. Having to it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, all right, I should get me something to drink. And then you going into the store, and you sort of reaching for the Coke, and you're like, nah, you can't get the Coke. You want the Coke, but you don't need the Coke, and it's just out of habit, And that was one day, but the thing that is the toughest is like, the thing that is the toughest is you feel like you need this stuff to get by. And then last night I was driving, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna drink water. I'm gonna eat my apple, and I'm not gonna get tired. And you know something? I didn't get tired. I didn't get, I didn't crash out. I didn't pass out. I didn't do anything. And it's just like, it's a mental thing. It's like a mental hurdle you have to jump sometimes, And for your business, you've been doing something for so long. You've been doing the same thing for so long. You've been working a job for so long, and you want to become an entrepreneur. You want to start a business. You want to start something new. And sometimes the hardest part is not getting started. The hardest part is within you. The hardest part is the mental hurdle. And it's like you can do it. Like you can do whatever you want to do. Like your abilities are a lot more than what you think they are, and you have the ability to do whatever. But the hardest part is believing in that. The hardest part is thinking, can I do it? It's like I gain weight, and it's annoying, it's frustrating. But the hardest part was thinking, okay, I need caffeine to get through the night. And the last 3 nights, I have not needed any caffeine to get through the night. And I'm just like, all right, no more thinking we need caffeine, no more thinking we need soda, no more thinking about any of this stuff. From now on, we're just gonna, take on the night, get through it, and move on. With the water we've been drinking, and it's an adjustment. But we are, tonight we'll get through it, and then tomorrow we'll get through it, and that'll be the end of the week, and it'll be like, we can take a deep breath, and it's like that in business as well. It's like that when you're trying to get, this whole thing off the ground. It's like it's for you. It's like, let's say you want to start. We'll just say, a lot of times we just talk about content, because a lot of times people don't believe that they can create content, because a lot of people think, who's going to listen to me? Why should they listen to me? And that's a hurdle that you have to get over. And that's a hurdle it's tough, but it's not tough at all, because if you just start making content, you'll be amazed at what you come up with. You'll be amazed at what happens. You'll be amazed at what you can do, And these are just hurdles that you have to get over. And life is not about crawling into a ball and being like, oh, I can't do nothing, I can't do this, I can't do that. Life is about overcoming these hurdles and getting through them. It's not that bad. It's just mental blocks. It's amazing how you let yourself get into these mental blocks. For like 9 months, I've just been thinking, oh man, I need caffeine. I need the caffeine to get me through the night. I don't need the caffeine. I don't need the sugar. I don't need the snacks. I don't need the candy. I don't need the popcorn. I don't need any of that stuff to get me through the night. I just been drinking 2 bottles of water through the night, and we've been doing just fine the last 3 or 4 days. And even though it's a small sample size, but it's like, all right, now that I know, I'm just gonna go to the store today, buy me a 1 liter bottle of water, and call it a day. You know what I mean? And it is gonna be what it's gonna be. And we don't need caffeine. So caffeine, stay away from us. And my goal is to lose I'm not even gonna say pounds. My goal is to just kick the soda habit and start working out on a daily basis. Once we do that, the weight itself, it'll come off, because we're going to change the diet, we're going to exercise, we're going to do everything that you need to do, because it's not just about working out. Especially somebody my age. When you get to be my age, boys and girls, you have to do the whole 9, or it ain't gonna work. You know, you can't just say, let me go eat 3 cheeseburgers and work out for an hour and a half and still have the washboard abs. You know, I'm 42 years old, so you have to do everything, you know, in sync with each other in order for you to shed some pounds, some lbs. And so it's a mental hurdle, but it's a mental hurdle that we can get by. And for you, you're gonna have mental hurdles during this whole thing, you know. And sometimes it's gonna be frustrating, and sometimes it's gonna piss you off. And for some of you, you're gonna want to quit. I don't recommend you quitting. For some, you're just gonna think about the mental hurdles, chuckle, and keep it moving, you know. Whenever I think about things that happened to me in the past, at this point in my life, I just laugh because, you know, I mean, there's no guarantees on tomorrow, you know. It's just the way it is. And so somebody told me the other day that they had a friend that said they was ashamed to say they was 40 years old. And I told him, I said, my best friend, my pal, he died when we just turned 40. You know, he didn't make it to see 41. He died. And you know, he died like 5 months after he turned 40. And you know, he probably would give anything. He would give anything to be alive right now. You know what I mean? So for me to sit here and mope and be like, I can't believe I'm 40 years old, that sounds dumb, you know. And for me to mope about anything in life is dumb. You know what I mean? Like me and my brother, my mom, she had trouble. She had trouble getting pregnant, you know, for a while there. And so I always tell my brother, I'm like, me and you, we're sort of lucky, you know. So you can't take every day for granted, you know. Every day is a blessing, you know. Every day is a blessing. You know, I look at my daughter, and I'm like, every day is a blessing with her, you know what I mean? And so these hurdles of life, yeah, they'll be tough. Yeah, they'll be kind of annoying, you know. You know, you gotta have you get into these bad habits, you get into these kind of addictive stages, you know, about things. And you just have to shed them, and everything will work out. You know what I mean? So, overcoming hurdles, ladies and gentlemen. You can do it. All right? With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the podcast. We will be back tomorrow with an all-new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Take care of yourselves. And as always, everybody, peace.